Greetings to you, Oklahoma Annual Conference. My name is Charlotte Gortney, and I'm currently the chair of the Board of Pension and Health Benefits for our annual conference. I'm joined today by Reverend Connie Gibson, Superintendent for the Wichita's District and Cabinet Representative for our board. We want to offer some additional information about the increases to fund our health insurance plan for active clergy, their families, and any lay employees that participate in our plan by increasing the contribution required by the local churches. First, we want to clearly explain how our health insurance works. In 1999, our annual conference voted to self-fund our health insurance plan. That means whatever claims are made, we must pay. There is no insurance company that tells us what our rates are or covers our costs in case our losses are more than our premiums will cover. At the time we decided to be self-funded, we felt we could offer lower rates than were being offered to us by the insurance providers, and we decided that it was worth the risk in order to save costs. Some years, being self-funded has worked in our favor because our claims costs have been lower than our revenue, and we got to keep that overage in our reserve funds. However, for the last 4 years, we've been spending down those reserves to cover our claims costs that exceeded our revenue. Our reserves have reached a critical point. In a best-case scenario, we expect to lose $1.6 million at the end of 2018. This will leave $1.3 million in our reserves. We have increased premiums that our participants must pay for 2019, but we are still projecting more in costs than those increased premiums will generate in revenue. By this time next year, our health plan could be in a position of insolvency. In other words, we might not be able to pay claims. And I hope you can appreciate the severe implications of this. It could result in an immediate loss of coverage for all participants. Over the last 2 months, our board has been reviewing all of our expenses, trying to find ways to cut costs and make the math work in our favor. At our board meeting on November the 12th, it became obvious that we can't make it work next year without additional revenue. Since premiums have increased for participants 3 times in the last 5 years, and the contributions from the local churches have remained the same, we felt we had to ask for a larger contribution from local churches. Currently, our local churches are billed at a rate of $580 a month, or $6,960 annually, for every full-time clergy person appointed or on staff. Our board voted to take the needed increase in 2 steps. As of January 1, we are increasing this rate to $780 a month, and as of July 1, we are increasing it again to $980 a month. This will result in a $3,600 increase in 2019 for each clergy person on staff at your local church. We realize that this increase will place a great deal of stress on local churches, especially those already struggling to afford a full-time clergy person. Our board has been in close conversation about this with the Cabinet, and I'd like to ask Connie to respond with information about recommendations from the Cabinet.
The board and the Cabinet recognize that this increase will be difficult for many of our local churches, and we know that many of you have already finalized your 2019 budgets. We appreciate the time now involved for you to revisit and revise your budgets for this increased cost. An updated pastor compensation form will be distributed in December, detailing the benefit payments effective on both January 1 and on July 1, 2019. Only one comp form will need to be completed to reflect both changes. If these changes have a significant impact upon the current or future appointment of a pastor to your local church, we invite these conversations to occur with your district superintendent sooner rather than later.
We realize there is no way this can be heard as good news at the end of 2018. But we do want to assure you of our commitment to keep our costs as low as possible, to review every option available for lower cost benefits, and to keep you informed of our financial position every quarter of 2019. I have prepared an additional Q&A sheet available on the conference website, along with the contact information for our board should you need to offer us your feedback. May the grace and peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you.